What happens to the fire in marriage? Like, where does it go? How does it just leave the relationship? Remember when you were so in love and you just had to be together and you used to be on the phone talking hour after hour, and then you got busy or you got disappointed. I don't know what happened. Where did the spark, the fire go? It is happening to marriages everywhere. And I want to talk about how to reignite your marriage, how to reignite the spark, the fire. Hey, it's almost Valentine's, and some people are struggling with that. But I want to give you some good news, some encouragement in this video. So, we're going to talk about how to reignite the romance, how to reignite your marriage. Let's get into it in just a moment. Hey, I'm Rod Hairston, and I am a marriage coach, author, leader, pastor. I love working with people to improve their marriages. And so today we're talking about restoring or reigniting the passion in our marriages. And I want to get into some principles, but first I want to just let you know that, hey, there is a great workshop. It's a free workshop. It's just for you. It's called my Happy Marriage Workshop. Yep, it's a 6-stage marriage plan strategy to help you revive your marriage. So you can actually click on the link in the notes. It's going to take you there. Did I say free? Yeah, it's free, right? It's just for you. It gives you a peep into the 6-stage program that I use to help people really have an amazing marriage. After 31 plus years of marriage to my bride, my boo, Sherry, we love helping people grow in their marriages. And so I want to give you a free resource that will help you. Just make sure you click on the link. We want to get your marriage fired up again. Hey, don't give up on that marriage. Don't give up on that spouse. You can get the romance back. You can get the fire back in your relationship, back in that marriage. And so that's our hope for you. Grab the free resource. It's there just for you. And I want you to make sure that you take full advantage of it. It's robust too, right? This is not like cheap one page. Here's some stuff for you. We took our time with this to really produce something that will be helpful for people. We want to help marriages all over the world. So grab that resource. Hey, we're talking about what happens to the spark, what happens to the passion, what happens to the fire. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and some of y'all are like, what we gonna do? Because I don't really like him anymore. And he's like, and I'm kind of mad with her, and I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's talk about what happens and what do you do. Let's talk specifically about what do you do to get that passion back, that spark back. How do you reignite this relationship? Because y'all used to love each other. You know what I'm saying. You used to love each other. You used to be down with each other. You used to be tight. You used to be thick. You used to, you know how it was, right? You got married because you believed not only in the relationship of marriage, but you believed that being committed to this person was worth your life, worth investing your life with. And I want to tell you that you didn't lose your mind, but you do have to get the spark back. So here's what I think you got to do first. Can I give you this? You got to refocus. You got to get refocused on this relationship. You got to focus again because, what you focus on is what you get. What you obsess about is what comes about. And so many people get married, and in the busyness of life, in the demands of life, sometimes in the pain of relationship, they stop focusing on the marriage. They just stop. Like, I don't know, we lose our focus. And so we get focused on all sorts of crazy stuff. We get focused on work, we get focused on the kids, we focus on the hobbies, we focus on what we're going to do this weekend, where we're going to eat. We get focused on all kinds of stuff, and we've stopped focusing on how to build a strong marriage relationship. And I really want to encourage you to get refocused. Like bring your attention from all the way out there and all the way out there, and you focus on this, and you're focused on your career, and you focused on getting the kids into the best schools and through school. Focus on finances. I understand you gotta make the ends flow and meet together, but you gotta give the relationship some focus. You'd be amazed at what can happen if you just focus again on the two of you. I want, I want to give you that with everything I got. Right? Get focused on each other. Maybe you need to park before Valentine's Day or just after Valentine's Day and just say, hey, we gotta get refocused on this relationship. We used to be so focused on how we were going to grow our relationship and what we were going to do, right? When you were dating, you were probably focused on the relationship. You spent time together, you went out together, you spent time with good friends, and somehow you have lost focus. So I want to encourage you to refocus on the relationship. Start putting in time. Anything you focus on is going to require that you give it time. You got to spend time with one another again. You got to cut out space for one another again. Life is full of distractions. Like your social media is a major distraction to your marriage. I don't know who this message is for right here, but you got to listen, you got to put your phone down, put your social down, put your IG down, put your TikTok down. Listen, you that stuff is going to be there, but this relationship is what is designed to feed you and nurture you and to help you really thrive in your life. Refocus. I think you got to repeat some good stuff. You got to repeat some good stuff. There's some good stuff you used to do that was a part of your marriage. It was a part of your relationship. It was how you grew together. It was how you moved together. And you stopped doing it. You got to repeat the good things. You're like, what good stuff? What was good then? Let me ask you. What was the good stuff y'all used to do? Like, what did you do that you just loved? Remember those spontaneous moments when you would just jump in the car and y'all would go somewhere? Y'all like, well, we got kids. Look, put the kids on grandma and grandpa or on a good sitter for an hour and just say, hey, can you hold the kids? We're going to jump in the car. We don't know where we're going. We're just going for a drive. I'm telling you, some of those good things. You used to date. You used to serve each other. Remember how you used to you were so willing to do stuff for the other person. Nah, I got that. Let me do that for you. Some of y'all like, nah, we ain't never had that in our marriage. Let me tell you something. You better hurry up and get it in your marriage. You better learn how to serve each other. Listen, we have found out one of the secrets to having a marriage that has been dope for a long time is that we've learned how to serve each other, right? When you're tired, I feel something right there. When you're tired, when you don't feel like doing it. But if she needs it, you just say, hey, baby, I got that. I got that. Yeah, I'll hop out of bed and I'll do it. Yep, I'll get out of my warm bed, out of the warm covers. I'll go flip the light switch off for you. Yeah, you got to learn how to serve each other. My wife is an amazing example of that. I mean, I'm so grateful. This lady, don't y'all hate on me. Don't y'all hate, please don't hate. Listen, we serve each other, but my wife almost every morning knows that I'm a slow riser. This brain takes forever to get up. She'll get up and go down at 5:30 in the morning and make a cup of coffee for both of us. And sometimes she'll get up and go make it just for me. Sometimes she'll set it on the nightstand just for me while I'm still waking up, coming out of that groggy place. I'm trying to tell y'all, you got to learn how to serve one another. Repeat the good stuff. Repeat the things that you used to do. Did y'all used to play games together? Did y'all used to call each other like, hey, what you doing? Nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I was just checking in. Check in again. Hey, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. I'm just checking in. You'd be amazed. Like, repeat the good stuff. I want you to think about what you used to do that was good, that just kind of fed the love. Put that stuff back into the flow of your relationship. Can I give you one last thing that I think will be a huge help so that you can reignite your marriage, reignite the passion, reignite the spark, like you gonna like each other again? Here it is. You got to recommit yourselves. Yeah, I know we talk about refocusing, but I'm talking now about recommitting, like deciding I'm getting all the way back into this marriage. Because some of y'all been out on the edge. You know what I'm saying? You were like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay in this. Some of y'all been on the brink of walking away from the relationship that was sent to bless your life. And I understand it's hard. Trust you me. I've been working with couples in the NFL and in business and in the community and ministry. I've been working with couples for a long time. I know it's hard. I've been married for a long time. I know it's hard. But I'm telling you, it's worth recommitting yourselves to each other. Hey, I'm not leaving. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. I want to work on this marriage. I want to recommit myself. And you should ask your spouse, what do you need from me to show that I'm still committed? Get ready for it. Be ready because it's coming, right? They're going to let you know. They're going to give you the full money if they're ready for this recommitment. But you got to recommit yourself to each other. You got to recommit yourself to getting better at marriage. I don't know why people act like just because you got married, you good at it. You ain't no good at marriage. Nobody's good at marriage off the bat. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Like you got to commit to learning and understanding this relationship called marriage because it's not a gimme. It's not natural. It doesn't just flow. And by the way, we all bring some madness to the relationship. We bring our past hurts, our past pains. We bring past people who got on our nerves. They come in our minds. Help me talk right now, somebody. But we got to learn how to recommit to one another because everybody has something that they can grow at, right? There's always room for improvement. We all got blind spots. But if you recommit to the relationship, you can begin to work on the blind spots. You can actually begin to help the other person heal some stuff that's happened in their life because you thought they were just doing stuff to get on your nerves. But the truth of the matter is, oftentimes we're in survival mode. I talk a lot about this in our Dream Marriage Masterclass, where we go really deep on how to help each other heal. Recommit yourself to actually loving each other. How about that? Recommit yourself to actually, I'm going to love my spouse. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to go sideways. I'm not going to go get me a side piece. I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to commit myself to being faithful, to love him, to love her, to give the other person what they need. Ooh, this is some grown people stuff right here. This is what we talk about in our Dream Marriage Mentoring Program and in our Dream Marriage Masterclass. So I want you to focus on recommitting yourself. Refocus, right? Get your focus back at home. I want to encourage you to repeat the good stuff, and then I want you to recommit to this relationship, to actually loving and accepting the other person. Hey, I mentioned to you my free resource that's there just for you. Hey, click on that link down in the notes. I want you to click that link because it's going to take you to a resource that's going to really help you begin to refire your marriage, re-spark the romance, reignite the passion. And it's time for you to do it. So grab that free resource. You can't refocus and recommit without doing some real work. And I'm telling you that your marriage is worth it. Generations are at stake. If you already have kids, your children need you to work it out for the sake of their own mental well-being, their own relational well-being. They need you to work it out. They need you to recommit. They need you to refocus. Excuse me. They need you to repeat the good stuff and jump back in there. Excuse me. So, I'm Rod Hairston with Dream Marriage. I want you to know I'm rooting for you. Thank you for letting me spend this time with you. Hey, there'll be more of these videos dropping this year. You'll be getting you'll have access to at least one a week where I just want to pour into your marriage. Listen, these are not short videos because I'm not just trying to drop little sound bites for you. I want to help you. I want to drop real substantive content so that I can really encourage your marriage. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I do a lot of work with NFL couples. I was a chaplain in the NFL for many years, and I was a jacked spouse. And when I got help and when I began to learn how to be a good husband, a real husband to my wife, my life changed. Our marriage improved. Our home life improved. And I just want to offer what I can to you. So, hey, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You're going to start getting some really, really helpful content. Again, I'm glad you were here. Thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, get that resource right there. The link is in the notes just below. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Dream Marriage with Rod Hairston.